Okay. Not gonna lie, I'm so excited. Okay. Turn myself down a little bit. -4. See how that sounds. Okay. Not gonna lie, I'm so excited. Let's put out a link. For murder at Picross. So let's boot up the game, and hopefully it registers right away so we can show this amazing intro cinematic. I'm so excited. I was dancing in... Hey, you're here, Noah. Welcome to the stream. I'm so excited to play this. I was dancing in my chair through the whole intro. I love the fucking style of this game. Like, this is great. I played a little bit of this game when it came out. I think I got through the first case. I don't remember the specifics, but I know kind of what's going on. But I stopped after the second case because other things came out, and other things came out at the time that I was a little bit more interested in. But this game's been out for about a year now, and now that I'm about halfway through Danganronpa and I just have the anime to watch, now's a good time to now's a good time to take a little bit of a break from straight Danganronpa games and play a different kind of murder mystery. I'm a real big fan of Picross games, and murder mysteries are kind of my jam right now, so let's play this. Overwrite your autosave. Yes, it's fine. Scout OS. Initiating boot procedure. Querying hardware capabilities. Propulsion imaging network. Visual ontology offline. Test server failed. I am Scout. I can't see anything. I know. I'll run the visual calibration routines. Damaged. Initiating repair procedure. Basic image reconstruction is simple. See that grid? By filling in certain squares, a picture will appear. So if you don't know how Picross works, it's a number logic puzzle game that has you making pixel art. Yeah, I know. So, a Picross grid will present you with a row of numbers on the top and side, and that tells you how many rows, how many squares in that row or in that column, and there is a 5 in this row. That means that this whole row is filled in with pixels. If there is a 1, that means there is 1 filled in square in this entire row. Because we don't have any more clues with this, we can't actually fill this in, but filled in. There's only one available space here, and it just so happens that it lines up with the row of 5 that we know must be filled in. Hey! You found a right arrow. Oh, it was an arrow, pointing right. Okay, on to the next one. So, the gameplay of this, it is mostly murder mystery, but when it comes to identifying actual clues, it takes you into a little Picross minigame, which I really enjoy, because Picross is a lot of fun. So this is explaining a technique called overlapping in Picross. In this row, we know that there must be four filled in consecutive squares, but we're not sure whether it should be on this side and leave that one open, or this side and leave that one open. But we know that 4 consecutive squares must be filled. So in every configuration of the four in this 5x5 grid, these middle 3 must be filled in no matter what. Which means that we can fill them in pretty safely. Ta-da! Overlapping, working out which squares will always be filled in or always empty, regardless of where the group goes. Same thing, we can do it with 3. So, because 3 can be anywhere in this one, it could be this 3, it could be these 3, or it could be these 3. In every situation, this middle one will always be 3. Now, it's just a quick 2-number clues. So it means, every number in every clue, every separate number is a consecutive number of filled-in squares. So this one, in this 5-long row, there will be 3 consecutive squares filled in, and then separately, there will be 1 consecutive square filled in. Which means it has to look like this. 3 consecutive, and there must be a space, and then 1. Overlapping, we know that this one must be 3. So that one must... So in this configuration, this one will never be a 3. Part of this 3, I mean. We know that this one's filled up. And continue what we know. So, must be 3 consecutive, so it can't be this one, which means it has to be these 3. Must be 3 consecutive. 3 consecutive. So, 2 1s, so there must be a space in between the 2 1s. 1 space 1. And then there. Ah, it's a dog. It's a very small dog. A dog, how cute. Let's try the others. Two out of 13 tests completed successfully. That's not good. Where am I? Accessing memory. 85% memory corruption? How? What happened? I should try and find a way out. Oh, it's a garbage bag. Wait, does that mean this is a garbage dump? Did someone throw me away? Choose your difficulty. Normal difficulty. No automatic completion of rows. Hints have to be toggled on. That's fine. I like Picross. Play a lot of Picross. No, you're not expected to guess. It's just it's a logic puzzle, not a visual thing. Miss Terry. And that's how I discovered the missing murder weapon. It was inside the butler all along. My God, I can't believe I didn't think of that. I couldn't have done it without your help, Detective Oates. After all, someone had to distract that swarm of bees. Haha, you're right. We make a great team. Just lucky we're in the neighborhood. Always be wherever we're needed, Oats, because wherever there's murder, there's mystery. Cut! That's the last 3 shoots, everyone. Great work. I always hope Picross is like pixel art paint by numbers. Kind of is. I think there's some of them that do colors, but usually colors kind of give it away. But it's a lot more logic than it is just filling things in. Some of the Picrosses get fucking hard. Like, I think there's one that I was playing Paint It Black, and some of those are just nuts. They're like 30 by 30 grids with 20 different ones that you have to fill in individually, and you're not sure where any of them go. It's a lot of overlapping. Enjoy summer break, okay? Ugh, thank God for that. I hate reshoots. Like, I already nailed it the first time. It's not my fault I'm surrounded by a bunch of talentless idiots. Excuse me? Oh, I'm sorry, Honor. You're not an idiot. Honor, can I see you in my office real quick? Sure. I'll be right there. Another meeting with the showrunner? I wish he paid that much attention to the real talent around here. Better run along now. It's not as hard as it seems. Once you get to the flow of it, it's pretty dead simple. Keep it together, Honor. 4 months until next season. 4 months before you have to talk to her again. Thanks, Becky. I hope you have a great summer. Hope you have a great summer. Ugh, what a stuck-up. Please, please, come in. How's it going? Your wife doing okay? My wife, yeah, she's fine. Listen, this is hard. What's going on? What's going on, Blake? You know you can tell me anything. It's about your contract. My contract? I don't understand. You can see my mouse. I wish there was something I could do, but... Wait, are you firing me? This isn't what I wanted. You're the showrunner, Blake. Don't act like you got no choice. No warning, no negotiation. You're supposed to be my friend. Please, Honor. I wish you could try. I can't. What about the show? You can't just get rid of Detective Oats. The fans will go crazy. You're telling me 3 weeks of hate mail just for changing the theme song. But sometimes things come up. Unexpected things. I have to do whatever it takes. The network put forward the idea of a talking poodle a few months back. I might try it out. Animal companions are big right now. Right. Replaced by a dog. That's dignified. I know this. Forget it, Blake. I don't need your sympathy. What I need is for you to have my back like you always used to. But I guess that's not going to happen. This isn't what I wanted, Honor, I swear. Wish I could believe you. So we just got fired. Can't believe this. 4 years of hard work and then I'm out, just like that. What am I supposed to do now? Oh, Miss Razi, Miss Mizra, Mizrahi, Mizrahi. Oh, Miss Mizrahi, good to see you. Say, you haven't seen any kids running around here, have you? Did the Friday Fun Show audience escape again? Not since they started strapping them to their seats. It's just, I got a report about kids spray painting graffiti on the studio lot. Same thing happened last summer. Oh, but look at me going on. You must have finished filming by now, right? Yeah, I'm finished. Like, not coming back finished. What? No way! Yeah, Blake isn't renewing my contract. Oh, geez, that's awful. I thought you two were friends. Me too. And what about money? What with your husband being out of the picture, wasn't this your only income? Jeez, thanks. Gosh, I'd be terrified if that was me. I'm getting a stomachache just thinking about it. I was trying not to think about it, Bill. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Me and my big mouth. But you'll be fine, Miss Mizrahi. I just know it. I'm sure you've got a plan. So far, the plan is go home and find something strong to drink. Take care of yourself, okay? Plenty of people here will be sad to see you go, me included. I like his security patch. It's just the dog. Thanks, Bill. Hey, shouldn't you be looking for those kids? Kids? What kids? Oh, right. I better go. See you around. Now, where did I put my car keys? Thought I had them in my handbag somewhere. Detective Oates? I'm not in the mood to sign autographs right now. Oates isn't my name. I'm just an actress. And this really isn't a good time. But I need your help. Detective, just an actress? Bill is such a sweetheart. I love him. I'm not a detective. Could you please just... Ugh. You're not a fan? What are you? I am Scout. Is this some kind of prank? Processing. Prank. A practical joke. A deception. No, I'm not a prank. I am Scout. Children are off to create paradise. Don't say that. Don't joke. Alright, where's the hidden camera? I am equipped with a digital imaging device, if that's what you mean. It isn't hidden, but it may be hard to see from where you're standing. Do you have any other questions? Listen, this is all real clever. Hilarious, really. But I've had a bad day, and I'm not in the mood. Unless you can find my car keys, I suggest you get lost. I can help find your keys. I can find anything. Activating object identification mode. Puzzle start. Okay. Picross time! Oh, so fun. What can we do? We can't put a 1 here anywhere. These zeros are already filled in, so there's no pixels there. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Cool. That means that this column is complete. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 contiguous ones. That's complete. 1, 2. Which completes that one. 8. It must be 1 here. It must be 1 here. Ta-da! You found car key. Hey, easy puzzle. 3,000 points. Detective rank F. There, it's in your bag. That's not my car key. That's a tampon. Oh, tampon. This game cuts off the characters real fast. It's very hard to narrate stuff sometimes. I know what it is. I just don't get how it's supposed to help me open my car. Oh, yes. Sorry. I'm detecting multiple faults in my object recognition systems, and I really have to be going. Wait, I still need your help. I told you, I'm not a real detective. Hell, I'm not even a fake one anymore. What could you possibly want me to help you with? I don't remember. Great. Well, good luck with that. Now get lost, will you? This isn't funny anymore. Okay. I swear, LA gets weirder every day. Now where are those keys? Maybe I left them back in the studio. Stalker robot. Must be around here somewhere. Oh no. What was that? Suddenly it came from Blake's office. Location unlocked. Office. Now have access to the map. Use the map. Use the map icon to open the map. Office. Becky, I thought I heard a scream. do we want to be catty towards Becky? Let's be a decent person. Are you okay? He's dead. Blake. Man, he got brain, didn't he? I just came in and I think I'm gonna hurl. Hey, don't leave me here on my own. Oh, hi, Honor. Oh my God, Blake! What happened? I don't know. I heard Becky scream and... Oh, jeez, what are we gonna do? We gotta stay calm. I can do that, right? But then what? I'm not qualified for this. Oh, they taught me how to check ID, how to operate the little gate, but not this. We have to call the police. Oh, yeah, good call. Call the cops. They'll know what to do. They're professionals. You just wait here. It'll all be fine. But geez, seeing blood there makes me feel... Bill. Yeah, right. Police. Sorry. I'll go get help. Blake, why? Episode 1. Show's over. He was just lying there. Bloody hell, I'm sorry, Anna. No one should have to see that. I don't get it. Who'd want to hurt Blake? Is this everyone? All staff present and correct, sir. Well, everyone except Blake, on account of his being dead and all. Oh, jeez, me and my big mouth again. Sorry, everyone. I just can't believe it. Ahem. I'll take it from here, thanks. I'm Senior Detective Gary Cross. I'll be leading the investigation into the death of your showrunner, Blake. I realize this is a difficult time for everyone, but if you work with me, we can see that justice is served. First off, who found the body? Let's not get in the way. Let's not pester him with unnecessary questions. Becky found the body. Becky found the body. I came running when I heard her scream. He was dead when you found him? How should I know? I'm not a doctor. Becky, he's trying to help. Sorry, Detective. She's obviously still in shock. And who are you exactly? I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. Honor Mizrahi. I'm an actress. Honor Mizrahi, huh? Well, I'll be. Probably seen the show Murder Miss Terry. I play Detective Oates. Of course he's seen it. We're a smash hit. Yeah, that must be it. I'm Becky Call, by the way, star of the show, and soon to be winner of this year's Starshine Award for Best Actress, hopefully. Glad to meet you. Now, what I need you to do is... An autograph? Of course, but I'm gonna have to ask you for a small fee. I don't want your autograph, Miss Call. I just want you to think about what you saw. You'll have to submit statements after I've examined the crime scene. Do you need anything else until then, or can we go? I think we could all do with some time to process what's happened. Hold it! No one's going home. There's been a murder. I don't want anyone leaving this room until I've got the place secured. Understood? Oh, I've already forgotten the voice for him. He said one line. You're being cute, right? You can't lock us in here. There's no bathroom. Use paper cups if you have to. I want to keep all of you in one place until I've got the facts straight. Listen, Senior Detective. I'm not going in a cup. Where do you think we are? A frat party? I can't roll my R's. Accents are hard for me. What's your name? C.K. LeBeau, award-winning... C.K. LeBeau. Fuck. Fuck. His name's LeBeau. How do I speak French? C.K. LeBeau, award-winning hair and makeup artist. Enchanted to meet you. Aren't you Brits supposed to be good at keeping things bottled up? Well, now's your chance. Brits. Damn it! His name is LeBeau. He's British. I don't know how to do a British accent. Any other questions? Who's that hiding in the corner? Me, I wasn't hiding. I got nothing to hide, Mr. Cross. I mean, Officer Cross. It's not officer, it's senior detective. Who are you? What are you doing here? Right. Senior detective, got it. The name's Tooley. I was just getting a drink when all hell broke loose. Senior inspector, sir. Let me say it slow so you get it. Senior detective. And I meant, what are you doing here in the studio? What's your job here? Oh, why didn't you say so? I'm a handyman by day, bodybuilder, and model by night. I'm really the next Schwarzenegger. That's great, and I definitely want to circle back around to this. But we still haven't solved my wee problem. For God's sake, I'm not your babysitter, Mr. LeBeau. That matter is closed. As for everyone else, I don't care if you're an actress, the next Schwarzenegger, or William goddamn Shatner. You're all suspects until I say otherwise. You, security guard. Bill, wasn't it? Take me to the crime scene. Everyone else, just sit tight while I do my job. The real crime around here is... Fuck. The real crime around here are those eyebrows. Someone needs to pluck those girls before they get into a cat fight. So, I suppose we're stuck here. So, Tooley, let's talk about your bodybuilding. Several hours later. Ugh, come on already. Let me out! Would you stop making so much noise? He obviously can't hear you. It's Friday night, and I'm supposed to be at a party in like 3 hours. How am I supposed to get ready if I'm stuck here with you losers? You realize Blake's dead, right? All you can think about is your stupid party? Just because Blake's dead doesn't mean my social life has to die too. You are awful. It's about time. I thought you were ignoring me. I was. Would have kept it that way too, but I found this guy in the hallway over by the set. You got any other potential suspects wandering around that I should know about? Shouldn't you have the studio locked down? You tell me, you're the detective. Let's not be mean to the detective. Not that I know of. I hope you're right. I could do without any more surprises. Good idea. Surprises can be pretty dangerous at your age. Becky, stop antagonizing Detective Cross. John, you're gonna stay here until I say otherwise. Got it? Yes, Detective. Hi, I'm John. John Redfern. Looks like you're stuck with us here now, John. You'd better not need the bathroom. Oh my god. You're Miss Terry. Yeah, I know who I am, thanks. And you're a Detective Oates. Wow, am I guest starring in a new episode or something? Haha. Right, hilarious. Who are you again? Don't worry about her, she just starved for attention. So you a new crew member, or...? Me? Work on a show? I wish. No, I'm just a fan. Like, the biggest fan. I can't believe I'm actually talking to Becky Call. This is amazing. A fan? Why didn't you say so? It's always a pleasure to meet someone who appreciates my talent. I seriously can't even. Everyone on Usenet is gonna go nuts when I tell them about this. Oh my god, he's one of the freaks on from the internet? What if he's the killer? Killer? What are you talking about? Come on, Beck. He only just got here. Could have been any one of us. Well, we shouldn't be pointing fingers. Let's not get hostile. Shouldn't be pointing fingers. Just let the detective do his job. Do his job? We've been locked in here for hours. Why didn't I see it sooner? Honor did it. Excuse me? Could someone maybe explain what's going on? Think about it. She's the one who just got fired. What the what? You got fired? Happened right before that thing with this thing with Blake. I didn't know how to tell you. You didn't need to be Miss Terry to realize that's one hell of a motive for murder. Don't you go throwing stones, Miss Glasshouse 96? We all know you and Blake are fighting over your new contract. Well, I don't have to listen to this. Don't walk away from me. Could someone please tell me what's happening? Well, now I'm sad and alone. Everything's falling apart. I just wish I could do something instead of being stuck in here. If I could get out. Maybe I can help. Am I hearing voices? Maybe we really have been locked in here too long. Hello! You again. What are you doing here? Helping. Do you need me to find something? Yeah, I'm good for tampons, thanks. I was wrong that time, but I know I can do better. How do I know I can trust you? I don't even know what you are. Ask me anything you want. I'll try my best to answer. Question. Scout. Hello, Detective Just an Actress. Please call me Honor. It is a pleasure to meet you, Honor. I am Scout. What would you like to know? What are you? First things first, what are you? Good question. Unfortunately, I don't have that answer. That's why I need a detective. You don't know anything about yourself? I know I am a robot. I'm equipped with radar, an imaging camera, and over 200 megabytes of storage. So you're some kind of flying camera? Unclear. Most of my subroutines are corrupted, but many are for optical data and matching for known objects. However, most of my object database has been lost. That explains the tampon thing. How did you lose so much data? I don't know. My memory banks were severely deteriorated when I came online. Huh. Seems like you're quite the mystery, Scout. Where did you come from? I was hiding under the table. I didn't mean in here. I mean, who made you? Ah, I don't know. All that tech and no warranty card? Better hope you don't need any spare parts. Okay, let's work backwards. How did you get here? I was following the street when I saw it. Murder Miss Terry, solving mysteries every Thursday night. The billboard outside the studio? Do you solve mysteries on other days as well? I don't know if I can wait until Thursday. You said you were following the streets. Where were you before? A bad place. There were broken electronics everywhere. No wonder I was damaged. You mean the scrap heap? Who would want to throw something like you away? That's what I want to find out. What do you want from me? So what do you want from me? I told you, I'm not a real detective. I understand, but perhaps you can help me find one. Scout, I've got my own problems. One of my friends is dead. Also, maybe you haven't noticed, but we're locked inside a break room. I can't help anyone right now. Then let me help you. I can find a way out of this room, so you can prove your innocence. And then I'll be free to help you. It's logical, is it not? Can't argue with that. How do I know I can trust you? My friend is dead. For all I know, you could have killed him. I would never hurt anyone. I don't even know how. I only want to find out who I am. I don't see any weapons on you. I guess you're safe. But I swear, if you go all HAL 9000 on me, we're through. So, can you find me a way out of here? Sure, I'll do a quick scan. I found a way out. There's a gap in the wall. Yeah, my vocal range isn't that great right now. Like, I can do Monokuma, and that's about it. It's behind you, approximately 6 feet, 8 inches tall. That's the door, Scout. If I could get out that way, I wouldn't need your help. Sorry, my logic circuits are obviously still warming up. Give me a moment to make a more detailed scan. Yeah, investigate. Scout scanning mode to locate objects of interest. Move the viewpoint with the mouse and click to scan it when the cursor fully turns red. I'm now in investigation mode. This is very zoomed in, a little disorienting, but I can scan around the scene and try and find something. Puzzle start. So that's basically how you look for clues. You have a little scanner mode. Now we got a Picross. Hooray. Overlapping 8's on the corner. So 8 could be anywhere here, but it must fill up these 6 spots. Can't fill in any of these 1s. What we can do, the only way that this can be 3 and this can be 3 is if these two are also the 3, which fills up that row. Same with this one, because this 3 is at the edge. Those 2 must also be filled in, and this one's at the edge, so those 2 must also be filled in. That must be filled in there. Those are nothing but 1s in that column, so block those off. There is a contiguous line of 4s, so that one and that one must be full. Got some overlapping with the 6 here on the bottom. We got overlapping with the 8 on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those must be filled up. That must be blocked out. There is still 2 1s open down here. So that must be these spots here, and that tracked with this 4 being open. Block, block. There's 1 and a 1 here open to the bottom, so those filled in. Up top here, that one and that one must be filled in. Down here, there's 2 2s, so 1 2 for each of these spots. This 2 must be filled in here, because that's the only, that spot is going to be filled in no matter how we slice it. There's only 1 there, and 1 up here. Same pattern here, which means that this must be a full 6. Block, block, 2 2. Ta-da! It's not a can, it's a vent. You found air vent. 6,000 points. I think I've located another way out. Could you verify that it is not another door? It's an air vent. That might actually work. Or at least, it works in movies. Only problem is, it's sealed up with a metal cover. You don't happen to have a crowbar, do you? I don't think I have that feature. Worth a try. The cover seems to be held in place by 4 metal screws. It can probably be removed for access. Okay, so we need a screwdriver. I'm guessing you don't have one of those either. No, I'll be sure to bring it up with my creator if I ever find them. What do you think you're doing? What is that thing supposed to be? I am Scout. Honor, are you really that desperate for friends? I always knew you were weird, but I didn't think it was this bad. You'd accuse me of murder again? Have you written your statement yet? I can't write in these conditions. Any one of you could be a murderer. So could you. Pretty convenient you found Blake dead, isn't it? Why would I kill my own showrunner? That's career suicide. Ugh. What's taking that detective so long? You'd think someone his age would value time. For once, I agree with you. Scout found an air vent that leads out of the room. I'm gonna get out of here and prove I'm innocent. What? No way. I am not letting you sneak out while I'm stuck in here. What are you gonna do? Tie me to a chair? If you so much as touch that air vent, I'm telling Detective Cross. You get fired, Blake dies, and then you try and escape? You don't look so innocent to me. What if she's right? Escaping this room may not be the best option. Sometimes the best defense is good offense, Scout, and we have to move fast. The longer we wait, the more time the killer has to cover their tracks. How do you know that? I picked up a thing or two over the years. Murder mysteries were always my favorite kind of story. I just never expected to be in one. Before we can get out of here, we have to find some way to distract Becky. Talk to Becky. Ugh, what do you want? How are you holding up? I'll be okay. No thanks to that idiot detective. Can't believe he left us locked in here without any protection. What if the killer tries to finish the rest of us off? You don't think they'd be laying low? How should I know? I'm not a murderer. Maybe not. On the other hand. What, that contract thing? Don't be stupid, Honor. That's just business. I'm not a suspect. I'm a victim of circumstances. Let's keep probing. Were you really fighting with Blake about your contract? I do not want to talk about it. Can you believe these people? I'm their biggest star, and they can't even find a few $1,000s for a promotion. It's clearly you do want to talk about it. I swear, it's like they want the show to die or something. What are you smiling about? Nothing, just that I thought you didn't want to talk about it. Yeah. You and Detective Cross. Sounds like you don't think much of Detective Cross. He's so old. I thought real detectives were supposed to be cool and mysterious. The only thing mysterious about him is why he hasn't been retired yet. Meeting your biggest fan. So how does it feel finally meeting our biggest fan? Who, John? He's so pathetic. He keeps trying to talk to me about poetry or some crap. As if I want to hear poetry at a time like this. I think your biggest fan would know that you aren't interested in art. I am into art, but fashion is the art of the 90s, Honor. And John is anything but fashionable. You should let me go. If you really want to get out of here, you should let me go. The sooner I can prove I'm innocent, the sooner Detective Cross can concentrate on finding the real killer. No way. If I have to be stuck in here, then so do you. You're just mad because you're going to miss your stupid party. Duh, it's a social event of the season. I'm supposed to be there in 3 hours. If I don't get out of here soon, everyone will be drunk by the time I get there. You won't even notice me arriving. Worried about your party? You're more worried about getting to a party on time than about Blake? Don't you care at all? Of course I care. It's tragic. This isn't just any party. It's a Mitzi McCree party. Do you know how hard it is just to get on her guest list? I've been trying for months. Not that you'd understand. You always got invited to these parties with your husband. Oops, sorry, ex-husband. Maybe now you're divorced, you'll finally see what it's like for people like me. You know, people who got where they are through hard work, not by marrying some rich guy. I auditioned like everybody else. Oh sure, and who got you that audition in the first place? I still don't understand why you divorced him. If I had a guy who got me into Mitzi McCree parties, I'd never give him up. Well, you can go fuck yourself. That's none of your business. I guess there's nothing else. Investigate, Scout. Do. Microwave. Do. 5 and 3. So those two must be filled in. So 5 go here. I can only leave those 3 overlapping. 3 go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those ones are going to be filled in no matter what. 5 is filled in. That fills The ones requirement. 3 can't fit in here, so that this must be the bottom 3. Blank those ones out because it's 1. That one fills in that bottom 1, so that can be filled in. And we can do some overlapping with the 2 here. That fills up that 1 there. Because I see this pattern, I can fill in this here. Which fills up that one. Symmetrical on this side. This 3 must be continuous. And then, there we go. You found screwdriver. That was easy. Honor, I found something. My ornithological database indicates that this is some kind of tool, but all further data is damaged or missing. It's a screwdriver, Scout. This is just what we needed. Hey, Toolie, wasn't it? I'm guessing this is yours? Huh? What makes you think that? Well, because, I mean, you're a handyman, so... Oh, right, yeah. Huh, sorry. So, do you mind if I borrow this? Mind? What would I mind? Lend you a tool anytime you like. Maybe after we get out of here, you and me could go grab a coffee. Scout, if you got a cattle prod attachment, now's the time. Well, you know where I'll be if you change your mind. Handyman that, you know, really doesn't seem like a handyman, does he? Fridge. What's in the fridge? Oh, fuck. Let's see. Oops. That must be filled in. Oops. The sum of these numbers equals to the number of spaces. So 1 plus a space plus 8 equals 10, and that's the size of the grid, so that we can just fill that in easy enough. That blocks off that. 7, we do some overlapping with 7. What else can we do? Bit of overlapping with 5. 6, 7, 5, 4, and 4, okay. Fills that bit in. And where else? That's good there. 2 can only go down here. 2 and 1. That fills in 3, so we can fill in these other 2. There's the 3 for this row, 1 on that side. The 2 here. We can overlap the 4 in this section. Block that off. Fill this in. This must be the 4. That must be the end of the 5. So that means that the 3 extends all the way down here. Block off those bits. Really block off that one too, because the 5 can only go one more in either direction. This side, which means that the 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that must be the 7. So this must be the one for this column. There's a lot of jumping around Picross's. Let's see. Yeah, I've played a lot of Picross. I'm zipping around a lot. It's probably very hard to follow. So the 2 in this column must be down here, because there's no other spaces. So this black box must be part of this 2. And the 2 can only extend one more in either direction, no matter what way we put it. So those one must be blocked off. There's a 1 there for sure. That's the 1, so cut that one off. The 6, we can't fit a 1 on either side of the 6, so it must be this far box over here, which means that we can block off this bit here. 1. Take a look down. 1, 2. So that one must be a 2. There we go. It fills up this column, which completes the 7. Oops. It pops in that 7 there, so it completes this one and this one. Means that the 5 goes here, which fills 6, which means that this 2 is there. And the only one left is 1, 2, there. There we go. It's an apple. You found an apple. Hey. Do you think this could be useful to the investigation? I'll be honest, it seems unlikely that an apple is a smoking gun. A gun? Be careful, Honor. Guns are dangerous. No, Scout, it's a turn of phrase. It means the murder weapon, or a vital clue. Oh. It's very confusing when humans say things that mean other things. I'm sure you'll catch on. Catch on to what? That was another one, wasn't it? Very cute, Scout. Where's red? There. Puzzle start. Yeah, it's another one. Let's see. Sum of this column equals 10, so we can just fill that in 8 and 1. Sum of this is 10, so we can fill that in 8 and 1. The 4 must extend from this. Let's start here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 4, and that's the only number in this row. So all of that must be blocked off. 5 must extend from there. 3 from there. Oops. 2 from there. 2 from there. And that one must be solo. That means that the 7 in this column, or the 1 in this column, must be in this spot. And the 1 in this column must be that spot. That leaves these 7 blocks open, and we have a 7 that needs to be fit into here. And we'll do the opposite of what we did here on the bottom row. So, that's done, that's done. 3 on the bottom means the 3 must start here and go up. 5 on the bottom, 5 must start here and go up. 4, 4, 6 must start on the bottom here and go upwards, which fills that row. This 1 is the one here, so that must be blocked off because there's only one, because it's 3, 1, and then 1 with gaps in between each. This row is finished. There's only one more spot for the center one, so that goes here, and that fills that up here too. Let's see. We can only fit a 2. We can't fit a 2 in here, so it can only fit here. And same with here. 2 can only fit in that spot. Which means this 1 can only fit here, which completes the center one on this row, this column. The 1 on this row can only fit here, which completes this column entirely. And this one too. And this is the only spot left. Ta-da! That's, you found a Miss Terry toy. It's a Becky action figure. Hey, my detective rank is E. A new bonus puzzle has been added to Scout's memory bank. What's this toy doing here? Hey, be careful with that. Don't you realize what you're holding? A really weird puppet? What? No, it's a Miss Terry figurine. And a rare one, too, if I'm not mistaken. Huh. I thought it looked familiar. I guess I didn't recognize Becky without a scowl on her face. How come it's so valuable? Well, since you're interested, this particular figurine has a small but hilarious mistake. Take a look at the face. Do you notice anything? Aside from the strong urge to pull Becky's head off? No. No. The eyes are the wrong color. Isn't that funny? Like, how do you get eyes the wrong color, on Miss Terry? Haha. They only made 200 before they noticed a problem, so they're very rare. how it got here. I've actually got another one just like it right here in my Wait, is that mine? You took it out of my bag. You're a thief. A thief. It was just laying here on the floor. On the floor. On the floor. But it's worth hundreds of dollars. There are people out there who would kill to own this. Calm down. It's just a piece of plastic. Just a piece of plastic? Come on, John. Remember what Dr. Feuerstein taught you. I'm sorry if I shouted. I just can't stand to see priceless collectibles being abused, especially when they belong to me. Sorry, John. I really didn't know it was yours. I should probably take it back before I get any ideas about shoving plastic Becky here into the garbage disposal. No. Dr. Feuerstein says I have to learn to share. Besides, you are Detective Oates after all. If I can't trust you, who can I trust? Uh-huh. You were kidding about the garbage disposal thing, right? I've investigated all I can. I guess, question Becky again. Click Show Evidence to show evidence collected by Scout to suspects and prompt new revelations. Present evidence. Let's show her Mystery Toy. Oh great, even more crappy merchandise. Is that the outfit from the marching band episode? Nope, it's just the one. It's from the one with the alien bug cult. Ugh, I hated that episode. You know it took Casey 3 hours to get all that green gunk out of my hair? Excuse me, Miss Call. I couldn't help overhearing. I have to politely disagree. It wasn't just gunk, it was insect mucus. It wasn't green, it was gray. I've seen it on VHS 100 times. I don't care what color it was, that crap was in my hair. Those details are very important. Without a consistent world, the show would fall apart at the seams. Oh please, it's all made up anyways. As long as I'm there, people will still keep watching. But the real fans value internal logic. You gotta construct a rich and consistent canon to build a long-term viewership. What the hell have canons got to do with anything? Ugh, I can't believe you, you're so ignorant! This is exactly what caused the show to go downhill last season. You ought to be ashamed of what you've done. Downhill? Are you crazy? I've never looked better. This isn't about you. Now I know you're crazy. Well, that'll work for a distraction. I didn't know humans could display that shade of red. John really cares about the show, huh? I almost feel bad for Becky. Almost. I think we have everything we need now, Honor. Are you ready to open the air vent? Ready as I'll ever be. You? I'm looking forward to exploring this ventilation system with you. You know, I can't tell if you're joking or not. I don't know if I'm capable of joking, Honor, but I would like to learn how. Wait, before we climb in, any idea where this vent goes? I don't want to end up in the furnace. I could try mapping the internal topography with active radar. I don't have a clue what that means, but if you think it'll help. Puzzle start. We got 10 by 10 again, and we got a bunch of 1/8s. So that means 1 plus 8 plus the space means those must be filled up like that. Same thing here. 5 and 4 plus the space is 10, which is the full length of the grid. So it must be completely filled in. 3 can't fit here, and besides, this 1 must be singular. Let's see down here. 5, 4, 5, 4. Same as up here. Must be filled in completely. Because the sum of this plus the space equals the whole length of the grid. Let's see. 1, 4, 1, 4. So that one must be filled in 4 and 4, which blocks off that center section as well. Let's see. A 1, 3 would fit in there perfectly. Oops. 1, 3, 4 plus 2 spaces equals the full length of the grid. Same here. 1, 3, 1, 3. 3, 1. It's the same thing, but in reverse. Now, 4, 5. Space, which completes this row. 3 here can only extend to the right. 1, 2. Completes that. Completes this. And this, oops, this one. And the last open space is here. Ta-da! Ventilation map. 6,000 points. Mapping complete. The vent leads to another room of a similar size to this. Probably Blake's office. I didn't think I'd be heading back there so soon. Should I look for another way out? No, if I'm gonna find a way to prove I didn't kill him, his office is the best place to start. I just hope we don't run into Detective Cross when we get there. This vent looks pretty tight. Sure we're not going to be stuck in there? Don't worry, Honor. My sensors have already measured your body and... You did what? I took approximate measurements of your body. Compared to the diameter of the ventilation shaft, it's unlikely that you'll become stuck. Did I do something bad? Scout, you can't do that kind of thing without asking. Sorry, Honor. I didn't realize. How about you just delete those measurements and we'll pretend this never happened. What measurements? Hey, you can make jokes. Come on, let's get into the vent before I start having second thoughts. Your vent is opened. Because, you know, this is the best plan. Clearly, when we're the prime suspect for murder, we must go poke around the crime scene. No sign of Detective Cross. What's the plan now? Good question. I'll find whoever did this to you, Blake. I'll make sure. Scout, can you see anything? I can currently see 432 objects. Can you be more specific, or should I scan them all individually? No, I mean, can you see anything that might shed some light on what happened? And before you say anything, I don't mean the desk lamp. Understood. I'll scan the room. Investigate. Dude. Something on the chair. Let's see. So this one is a little bit more complicated. We don't have any that we can fill in easily right away. Or none that sum up to the length of the grid. But we can do some overlapping. A 7 where we put it in a 10 by 10... Wherever we would put it in a length of 10. These 4 center ones are always going to be filled in. And because these ones, for each of these columns, end in a 1, this one is completely blocked off. And let's see, similarly, the 6, no matter where we have the 6 or the 1, 6 will always fill up that center bit there, which means this is complete. We can get overlapping on this top one here as well, because we can't fit in 2 3s and a space on this side or on this side, which means that the 3s are separated by this line for sure. We stick a 3 in here somewhere, and these 2 will always be filled up. And we stick a 3 in here anywhere, and this 1 will always be filled up. This one and this one are 1s on the top, so those ones need to be blocked off. This here goes 1 5 1, so 1. So this must be the bottom of the 5. So it extends upwards. Cut off there. Let's see. There's only 2s in this row, so this must be a 2, no matter what. But there could be the other 2 could fit on either side of this. So this could be the back 2 if there's another one here, or this could be the front 2 if there's if the 2 exists over here. Let's see. Okay, so this 4 this one filled-in pixel must be included in the 4. So that means the 4 could extend upwards 3 or could extend downwards 3, which means this spot will never exist within this 4. So we can block that off, which means that the 6 on this row must extend this way, the whole way, which completes this column and this column. Excellent. Because we filled in these 2 over here, the 7 must exist within these 6, but it could extend 1 more on either side. That fills in this, which means that, let's see, the 3 must be in here, completing that. 2 can't fit here, so the 2 must exist on this side, which fills this in. There's only 1, so this one must be complete. That one must be blocked off, but 1 could exist on either side of this. Same thing here. We could put a 1 here and fill this in for 2, but this could also be a 1 because the 2 could fit on this side, so we can't do anything with this row here. What we can say for certain, though, is that this one can't be filled in at all because the 4 can't extend downwards anymore. So the 4 must extend up. The 2 must extend from the left here. Block that. This column is complete. Oops. This column is complete. So we'll have to put an X there, which means the 3 finishes off to the right. 3 must extend downwards from this pixel, which includes this one, this from the 2 on this row. And the same way, the 4 on this column must extend upwards, which completes that there. Let's see. So the 1 exists here, so there's nothing to the left of the 1, which means the 2 finishes that way, which means this 4 must stretch between these 2 pixels. Blocks that off, completes that column, which means this 3 here must be these 2 spaces. Ta-da! What is it? You found medical report. This is the medical examiner's report. Detective Cross must have called someone to check on the body. We use these in Murder Mystery when we need to know the basics about a murder. You know, cause of death, time of death. People were murdered onto your TV show? Well, yeah, it's literally in the title. I didn't realize. I thought you said you were innocent. No one actually dies on the show, Scout. You're just acting. Acting? Ah, I see. The show wasn't real. You're just pretending to be an actress. No, I don't have time to explain this right now. Give me a minute to read the report. Cause of death, blunt force trauma to the head. Just like the detective said. Time of death, approximately 4:30 p.m. Where was I at 4:30? According to my internal chronometer, that's when we met in the parking lot. Of course. Scout, I did think I just found my alibi. Miss Mizrahi, what are you doing here? Oops. Hi, Bill. What's up? You really shouldn't be here, Miss Mizrahi. You're gonna get yourself arrested. I couldn't stay in the break room. I know I shouldn't be here, Bill, but I couldn't stay in that break room. How did you even get out? I thought Detective Cross locked the door. I crawled out through the ventilation system, with a little help from Scout here. I am Scout. Hi. What is this flying fax machine? He's a robot of some kind. We haven't had that much of a chance to get to know each other yet. Scout, this is Bill. He's the studio's one-man security team. One man? That's for a whole studio lot? Hello, Bill. Boy, technology these days sure is amazing, isn't it? My son can fax me his drawings from home, and they come out right in my office here. Well, up until last week anyways. Now that they've got him doing macaroni art at school. Cheese gummed up the machine something awful. Bill, I've got to prove to Detective Cross that I didn't kill Blake. Can you help? You know I'd do anything to help you out, Miss Rai. I don't want to get in trouble. What have you been doing? What have you been doing since Detective Cross arrived? Put me in charge of guarding the crime scene. He's got a lot to do, so I'm supposed to make sure no one gets in here or touches anything. You didn't touch anything, did you? Who, me? Of course not. I've got nothing to worry about. What about the medical examiner's report? You were just reading that a minute ago. Did you forget? The report? Oh, jeez, that's super important. I'm gonna be in so much trouble if Detective Cross hears about this. It looks like a big fuck-off studio. Like, from what they saw, they have at least 3 warehouses that we saw on the big zoom out. Thanks, Scout. You're welcome, Honor. You and Detective Cross. What do you think of Detective Cross? Honestly, he's kinda scary. I told him I liked his badge, and he towered over me like some kind of enormous angry telephone pole. I swear, he looks twice as big up close. Here's way low, especially the Detective Class. Many people were in here. Yeah, I guess it is kind of low. Maybe it was just, yeah, no. Even if we were just filming like a wrap-up scene, there'd probably be a whole lot of crew here. Maybe we stay late or, I don't know. Fuck, man, this is tutorial level. What do you want? You just stood there frowning at me. It felt like hours. Then he pointed at my tie and said it was unprofessional. He's got a smiley face tie. I like this tie. All I want is to prove to Detective Cross that I didn't kill Blake. You're a smart cookie, Miss Rahi, but shouldn't we let the detective do his job? And stay in that break room all night? No thanks. Maybe he knows what he's doing, but it's taking too long. At this rate, the real killer is going to get away before he's even interviewed us. I know I'm just an actress in a detective show. Hell, I wasn't even the main character, but I can help. Maybe, but you're going to need some serious evidence to convince Detective Cross you're not a suspect. The medical examiner's report says Blake died around 4:30 p.m. I'd left Blake's office way before that. That's great, but can you prove it? I've seen it in your show. You need evidence. Scout, did you record anything on those cameras of yours? Yes, Honor. I automatically keep a cyclic buffer of the past few hours of visual input. However, I have no way of displaying those images. All that technology, and they didn't think to give you a printer? I'll add that to the list. You know, that reminds me of the fancy CCTV system we were supposed to get. Then they trimmed the budget, and it ended up only getting installed out in the parking lot. Typical management, I'm telling you. It's all we can afford. I'm telling you. Stop going so fast, game. Help. Nope, that's not the kind of help I was looking for. Settings. Is there a way to turn off auto advance? I've set it to medium. That should solve some of it, right? Sure, no one's ever showed me how to use it, but it's there. CCTV can prove my alibi. I was in the parking lot when the murder happened. Can you pull the footage to show Detective Cross? Well, in theory, but you need my fingerprints to open the security office door, and I'm supposed to stay here and guard the crime scene. Guard it from who? Everyone else is locked in the break room. What if the murderer comes back? Then Scout will, blast them with his death ray. Really? He can do that? Honor, I don't have it. Yes, that is a thing that he can do. Absolutely. Now, could you go and get the tape, please? Oh, geez. Okay, if you're sure, I'll be as quick as I can. Honor, I don't have a death ray. I know, Scout. Just play along, okay? My first real crime scene. It's nothing like I imagined. I thought you pretended to solve crime shows. I thought you pretended to solve crimes on your TV show. I did. I've read so many mystery novels, seen so many movies. It sounds stupid now, but I guess I convinced myself I'd know how to handle a real murder. But now I'm standing here looking at the body of my friend and... Bill, did you get the tapes already? Ahem. Jesus! Detective Cross will do just fine, thanks. You want to give me an explanation, or shall I skip straight to the handcuffs? Oops. Hi, Detective. I can't wait to see how you're going to try and talk your way out of this. Detective Cross, I can explain everything. How'd you even get in here? Through the air vent? The air vent? Who do you think you are? John McClane? Maybe if you hadn't locked us in the break room, I could have used the door like a normal person. Oh, really? My apologies. I didn't realize it should have made it easier for you to tamper with the crime scene. I realize this looks bad, but I got sick of waiting around. You haven't even taken our statements yet. This is real life, not some 2-bit TV show. Good police work takes time. I'm just trying to find some way to prove I didn't kill Blake. He was my friend. You thought breaking into the crime scene was going to help your case? Actually, it did. There's solid proof I didn't do it. Bill's just gone to get the security tapes. I was beginning to wonder where he'd gone. Maybe you'd convinced him to leave so you could screw around with the real evidence. You'll see once he gets back. You just have to trust me. Trust doesn't get you very far in my line of work. What is taking so long? What's taking you so long anyways? We've been stuck in that room for hours. I'm doing my job. There are a lot of things to cover. Security, photography, evidence collection. I've read enough mysteries to know it shouldn't be taking this long. Something's wrong. So I'm a little understaffed. Nothing I can't handle. Oh, great. It's reassuring to know that Blake's death is so high on the LAPD's list of priorities. Central's screwing me around again. But it won't work. I might be old, but I'm not getting pushed into a desk job yet. It takes as long as it takes, and that's the end of it. Have you got any leads yet? Yeah, I'm looking at one right now. Please, Detective, I was just trying to help. Being a detective on TV doesn't mean you're qualified to waltz in and take over a real murder investigation. Real police work isn't a game. It's dangerous, and you don't know the first thing about it. That's where you're wrong. My dad was on the force. And I suppose he told you all about it. He didn't have to. He'd come home exhausted every night. I saw what he did. I saw what it did to him. I might not have the training, but I understand the job. I know what it takes. Don't make me laugh. I've seen your show. You wouldn't last 5 minutes on the force. What would you do if the killer showed up right now? I would blast them with my death ray. He's just kidding, Detective. Detective Cross, this is Scout. Looks like some kind of something out of Buck Rogers. Are you a real detective? Can you help me find my creator? Yeah, we kind of have to keep the character count down for the first chapter at least. I'm sure it gets fucking bonkers in the second chapter. I haven't actually played through the second chapter yet. You better not get this. You better get this flying toaster out of my face before things get ugly. Scout, maybe you should leave the nice detective alone. All right, Mizrahi. I think it's time we move this conversation down to the precinct, don't you? I got it, Honor. I found the security tape. Nice of you to join us. Detective Cross? Oh, jeez. I mean, what a pleasant surprise. Maybe I'm getting forgetful in my old age, but didn't I tell you to guard this room? I am guarding the room. I mean, I was. I just had to go and, care to explain how Miss Marple over here managed to get in? You said to make sure no one got through that door. You, didn't say anything about through the air vent. So you wandered off and left a murder suspect at the scene of the crime. Alone, with all the evidence. Well, when you say it like that... I only went to check the CCTV system. Would have been back sooner, but I had to take the darn thing apart to get to the tape. Couldn't just press the eject button. There's an eject button? So what do you say, detective? Care to see my evidence? You've got 5 minutes. After that, I'm taking you downtown. That's all I need. Scout, can you scan this? Puzzle start. This looks like an easy one. 10, 10. Overlap with the 8. It's full 10. The 8 must overlap down here, which completes these 4 middle rows. The 7 must start up here and extend down, which fills that in. Same with this side. This row is nothing but 1s, so any pixels must be surrounded by X's, which means that these single ones must be here. 4 can only extend down 1 more, so this will never be filled, neither with this one, which means the 8 is these 4. This 1 here means there must be a 1 at the bottom by itself, which is part of this 8, same on this side. Which means that in these 4 squares, 2 space 1 must fit here. Same on this side, it's symmetrical. Oops. Ah, there we go. That fills up the middle row, which means the 4s must extend down 1. Completes the 1 and 1. Back up here, this 8 has already been completed by a previous move, so you fill in the rest, which forces the 2s to extend downwards. There we go. You found a CCTV tape. Hey, Detective Rank D. Okay, what are we looking at? This is the security footage of the parking lot. Earlier this afternoon. Look, there's Bill. Who's that in the background? Looks like they've got spray cans. You got a problem with vandals around here, Bill? Them? No, they're just contractors. We get a lot of them here. You know, painters, carpenters, caretakers. They're not contractors, they're kids. They've got skateboards, for God's sakes. Didn't you say we were looking for kids doing graffiti earlier, Bill? Oh, jeez. As enlightening as this is to some of us, I don't see how this proves anything useful. I'm getting to that, detective. Bill, can you fast forward to about 4:30 p.m.? There it is. See? That's me, standing by my car. I spoke to Bill, then Scout. Okay, you were in the parking lot, so what? Blake was already dead. Died around 4:30 p.m., and the CCTV footage clearly shows I was in the parking lot. Well, I'll be damned. Not bad for a TV detective, huh? I guess not. Now, if I can just get... Wait a second. How do you know the time of death? Bill, did you let her read the medical report? Aw, jeez. Listen up, everyone. I'll need to keep you here for a little longer. Please, detective. I just spent the last 20 minutes trying to get John and Becky to stop arguing. I have more luck sorting out the Middle East. If you need something to keep you occupied, start working on those statements. What about me? Can I help out in some other way? Scout could... Listen, Nancy Drew. You got lucky with that CCTV, but that was all it was. Luck. Now go home and let the professionals handle this. Hey, how come she gets to go home? She could be the murderer. I've seen evidence that proves otherwise. Only thing she's guilty of is being a pain in the ass. You can't keep me locked up in here. What if I'm next? Don't worry, babe. If anyone tries anything, I'll whack them with one of my dumbbells. You brought dumbbells with you on the job? You never know when you're gonna find a spare 5 minutes to work up a sweat. Know what I mean? Ugh. A reclusive nun would get what you mean. And even she'd think 5 minutes is pathetic. Wait. Did I just find Becky funny? Detective, I'm begging you. You've got to let me out of here. I'm going stir crazy. Fine. You can leave the goddamn room. Just stay inside the studio grounds, okay? I mean it. Any of you try anything, and I'll have you tackled by a patrolman faster than you can say WrestleMania. Quick question. How cute is this theoretical patrolman? How good is his credit? Does he get on well with his mother? As for you, go home. Just for the record, you guys are all crazy. I'm putting that in my report. Praise the goddess, we're free-ish. Guess I should go home now, like you said. Don't feel bad, babe. You earned it. You said you were going to prove yourself innocent, and you went out and did it. I did, didn't I? So what are you waiting for? You're free to go. Uh-oh, you got that look on your face. Don't think you can hide it from me, Missy. I know that look. It's the honor Mizrahi I'm not giving in special. It's just, I got myself out of trouble. What about you guys? What about Blake? He gave me my big break. I wouldn't even be here without him. He wasn't just my boss, he was my friend. Right up until he fired you. That's just it. It doesn't make any sense. All I could think of at the time was how angry I was, but looking back, he was so nervous. You've been playing a detective for too long, babe. You're starting to sound like one. It's not just me. There's something else going on. I can't just leave. If you want to keep investigating on her, I'm here to help. Scout? Don't you want to go and find a real detective? May not be a real detective, but maybe that's okay. Maybe what I really need is a partner. I'm good at finding things, but I'm no good with people. But you convinced Bill to help you. You proved your innocence to Detective Cross. So maybe I don't need a real detective after all. Because together we can solve anything. If you want to try, that is. Why not? I think I'm getting to like having you around anyways. How about you, KC? Will you help me look into it? Absolutely. You know I've got your back. But, can I pop to the loo first? I've needed to go for hours, and I'm genuinely scared something's about to burst. Location unlocked. Office. Let's go poke around the crime scene some. Hey, Casey. Well, look who it is. The lady that's putting the heel into Gumshoe. That one needs a bit of work, but you get the idea. I should introduce Scout. I should probably introduce you to Scout. Our new sidekick? Are you trying to make me jealous? I am Scout. He's some kind of investigation robot, we think. Sounds complicated. Yeah, it's probably easier if we don't try to explain it. Well, any friend of Honor's is a friend of mine. Nice to meet you, Scout. We're still not any closer to working out who killed Blake. Any ideas? Well, obviously we can't discount ourselves. Obviously we can discount ourselves. That only leaves Becky, Tooley, and John. Don't forget Bill. Don't forget Bill! There's no way Bill is involved. He wouldn't hurt a fly. You're right. I don't think he could plan a murder even if he wanted to. Last week I saw him getting startled by his own reflection. Don't be mean. He's got a good heart. Did I say he did? Did I say he didn't? You can have a good heart and no brain. He's living proof. And you're proof that someone can have neither. Oh ho ho. Ho ho ho. Ho. What about Becky? What do you think about Becky? Could she have killed Blake? That girl can hold a grudge better than Joan and Bet put together. And she wasn't exactly on good terms with Blake. Right, something about a contract disagreement? Don't suppose you heard any details through the gossip grapevine. As usual, she thinks she's not getting enough recognition. I heard she was demanding $100,000 for marketing. That's not so bad. The show could always use more marketing. Not for the show, for herself. You know, feature articles, billboards, the cover of Celebrity Life magazine. The Starshine Awards are coming up, and she's determined to win Best Actress of the Year. She really thinks she can force herself onto the spotlight through advertising? That's crazy. That's Becky. But Blake was having none of it. She's been trying to win that award for years. She's desperate. Who knows what she might resort to? What do you make of John? That weirdo with the bum bag? 3 out of 10 tops. That's not what I meant, for once. Fine. Well, there are fans, and then there are fans. Like that girl we met outside the studio last year. She was intense. Like, chain you to a radiator and get all misery on your ass. Intense. How could I forget? She tried to cut off some of my hair. Not sure if John is the same league with Crazy, but don't you think it's weird that he showed up today of all days? What about that contractor guy? Tully? Such a dour name for such a gorgeous guy. If he wasn't such a creep, he'd be a solid 7. Oh sure, he tries it on with you and Becky. What about me, huh? What am I, chopped liver? Honestly, am I really destined to be alone forever, aren't I? Might as well get a cat and start knitting my own jumpers. Oh babe, don't take this the wrong way, but maybe if we weren't quite so picky, you might have more luck. Girl should always know her worth, Honor. Wish I'd known that before I married Ryan. Anyway, let's focus. Think Tully is a real suspect? Don't be ridiculous. A murderer? With those eyes? This coming from the man who said Jeffrey Dahmer had a certain mystique. Touché. Case against me? Be honest. You think there's a case against me? Please. How long have I known you now? 4 years? You're about as capable of murder as I am of giving my parents a grandchild. Thanks. I never suspected you either, for the record. I should hope not. Besides, if I was going to kill someone, I'd do it with far more flair. Blunt force trauma to the head is so straight, you know? Well, thanks, Casey. I guess we gotta investigate some more. Something on the floor. Oh, okay. Let's see. 7 there. 2 plus 7 plus 1 equals a full 10. 2, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 3, 4. 1 must fit in here. We can't fit a 2 and a 1 in here, so the 2 must be in here. And that tracks with 3 starting here and going down 2. So the 1 must exist somewhere in here, but we don't know which, so let's just table that for now. Can we do anything else here? Not really. So, let's see. A 4, we can overlap at the bottom here. This 4 will always fill this space. It's 2, 1. 1's on the far right, so that one must be the 1 there. Same with a 2 and a 3. Let's see. 3 can't fit in here, so the 3 must extend down this way. 3, 2. That fills up this easy enough. What else can we do? If we hook around here, a 4 must exist in this spot, which fills up this one handily too. We do a bit more overlapping. A 3 must exist in here. because if the 4 exists here or here, this spot will always be filled no matter where the 3 is. Fills out that spot. Okay, okay. A 2 and a 1 can't fit here, and the 2 must be on the left, so the 2 has to fit in here. Which means that 3's got to be in there, which fills out this one there. Which means the 3 has to go in the middle 4 spots here. Overlapping means that it must fit that spot. Now, let's see, what else can we figure out? This column is nothing but 1, so any pixels we have in here must be blocked off on both sides. It doesn't really do anything for us, but it narrows down what 1s can be in this second last row. Let's see, let's see. If we take a look at this middle-ish row here, we need to fit in 2 1s with spaces in between and a 2. 1 dot, 1 dot. You can't fit another 2 in this 5-piece section, so the 2 must exist in this double on the far left. Which means, what does this mean? It means that this spot here, we've got the upper 2 and lower 2 accounted for. So this will never be part of the 2, this will never be part of the 2. That tells us this row 2 must extend here. And in this column, this 1 from the 2 must be a single. That loops back around and makes this, that boxes in the 3 from this row into this section here, which handily completes this column. It lets us fill in this, and there. Oh, I guess 2, 3, and 3 plus 2 spaces would be 10, so that works out even better. Bottom row 3. I've got the 3 on the left, so that locks that in. And what does this tell us? 4 can only exist within, can only extend one to the left or right, so this leftmost one can be blocked off, which means that this 3 extends upwards 1. Because this is now in this row, the 2 must extend either left or right of this, and because we know this must be blocked off, 2 extends there for sure, and completes that row. From there, this 1 counts this whole row, which means the 4 must extend downwards, and completes this row and column. Let's see. This column here, we've accounted for the 2, we haven't accounted for the 1s. The 1 must be in here somewhere, and the 3 must extend down, which completes this row, completes this column, which completes the row, and boxes that off. Nice and neat. For this middle column, we still have 2 floating 1s that we can use, and there's only space for 2 1s with a space in between. So 1 and 1 completes that. Complete there. That must box off there. There's only 1s left here. This column, there's only 1 more space, and there is a floating 1. That goes in there. Where does that leave us? Center column, 1 must exist there. Blocks that row. This column is complete, which means that goes there, and puzzle complete. You found an ID card. It's an ID card. Looks like it belongs to Tully. He seems quite forgetful with his belongings. Wait a second. This card says it's Gridmore Studios ID, but I don't recognize the design at all. Do you think it's fake? Sorry, Honor, but I have no reference to compare it against. Perhaps someone's more familiar with these cards with these cards who can help. CK. Or KC. Have you seen this ID card? Hey, isn't that Tully in the photo? Yeah, I think it's his ID card, but I don't recognize the design. Any ideas? Sorry. Doesn't look like any studio idea I've ever seen. Maybe try asking Bill. He checks those things every day. Let's see if there's any more evidence in this room. Gotcha. 10 there. 6 overlaps there, 6 overlaps there. 2, 7, 2, 7. That sums up to 10. The 8 overlaps up here. Whoops. 4, 5 is complete. Let's see, let's see. This one's a 1, 3, so that's a 3 there. This one's a 2, 3, same thing. 3 must be there. That's 6, there's only one continuous 6, so that must be filled in. Which means these must extend upwards into the 5s for these columns. Let's see, let's see. With the remaining spaces here, the 2 must fit in here, and the 5 must extend to the right. That locks in a 3 for there, which means that a 1 must be fitting underneath here. 4, 1, 2. We fit this in here. It'll fill up all the remaining spaces. That completes the 6 at the bottom, which means these 5s on either side must extend up 1. This row is nothing but 1s, so those can be locked off on either side. These rows in the center are complete. Oh, okay. So this one up the top here, there exists a 4 and a 1 that are separated by at least 1 space. 4 can't fit anywhere else aside from the left spot, so this must all be the 1, and this must all be the 4. So that completes the far left. The 2 must extend down here, which means the 8 must extend on the right. There's only space for the 2 here, which means, to fill this in, 6, 1, 1 on the far right side, so that locks there, and 6 must extend leftwards from there. Ta-da! It's a coffee pot. What is this liquid, Honor? That's coffee. I don't know how I'd get through the day without it. I see. So it's a kind of fuel, like gasoline. Kind of. But it tastes bitter. Or at least it's supposed to. Stuff from our coffee machine, on the other hand. I'm having difficulty understanding. Is this coffee machine a fuel dispenser? I apologize for asking so many questions. Many of the intertextual connections on my ornithological database were lost when I was discarded. You lost me at ornithological. Isn't that something to do with insects? I know many things, but the relationships between those things is unclear. I'm trying to rebuild them. I don't know if it's fuel or not, Scout. It's complicated. Not everything that can be broken cleanly into simple facts like that. I've played a lot of Picross, Alex. Like a lot. There is a certain rhythm to that kind of puzzle. And once you get it, it's like, oh, this is like, it's pretty easy. And it helps that these ones are kind of easy if you know the pattern to it. You do? No. My programming tells me that it is a good thing to say when faced with things I don't understand. I see. Oh, there's no more investigations. Let's see. Let's poke around the office. Is Bill here? There he is. Miss Mizrahi, you're still here? Hello, Bill. Hey, Bill, how's it going? Still guarding the crime scene, huh? Yeah, Detective Cross wasn't too happy about me going to get that tape. I had to talk him out of cuffing me to the desk. I'm sorry, Bill. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Oh, don't mention it. I'm just glad you're off the book. I always knew you had nothing to do with what happened to Blake. Thanks. It's good to have you on my side. You and Scout make a great team. It's a shame that you can't help Detective Cross with the rest of the investigation. Yes, we can. That's exactly what we're doing. You are? But he seemed real mad at you guys. Kept saying things like, that damn vigilante and your flying computer. Well, he didn't exactly give us permission. There's something bigger behind Blake's death, and we have to find out what. Oh, jeez, Detective Cross isn't gonna like that. No one's supposed to touch anything in here. Oh, don't look at me like that. I just don't want to make Detective Cross angry again. I don't think my blood pressure can handle this. Or his. What's your opinion on John? Oh, we get kids trying to sneak into the studio all the time. I think he just picked the wrong day to try and get an autograph. You don't think he seemed kind of intense? Oh, they're all like that. If you ask me, that kid got lost and now he's a murder suspect. His poor mother's probably worried sick. Have you seen this Tully guy before? No, I don't really think I have, and I never forget a face. Well, that's not too unusual for contractors. They come and go all the time. Certainly look big enough to kill someone. Why would Blake pick a fight with a contractor? I hate to even consider it, but it's possible Becky killed Blake. Did you know they were fighting over a contract? Becky? Kill someone? But she's so nice. Have you met Becky? I know she seems rude sometimes, but I think there's a heart of gold in there somewhere. She probably just wants to be understood. Didn't you say the same thing about that guy from accounting who set the offices on fire a couple years ago? Well, you can't expect me to be right all the time. Bill, you seen this before? What do you make of this ID card, Bill? That's a nice card. Feel the weight of the laminate? They don't make them like this anymore. I had an uncle who was a big shot at the lamination industry, you see, and he always said, forget the lamination, Bill. It says it's a Gridmore Studios ID, but it doesn't look right. Is it a fake? No, it's just an old design. They went out right around the time I started working here. That was years ago. You think Tully had a studio ID for that long? It's possible. Just wait here. I'll go check our files. Oh, I nearly forgot. I found something under Blake's desk. Maybe that scout of yours can take a closer look. Could be evidence. Shouldn't you give it to Detective Cross? I tried, but he was so busy yelling at me for leaving the room earlier that he wouldn't listen. Will you take a look? Sure, let's illegally look at some evidence. This surely won't get us into any trouble. 7 overlaps in the center, with 1 extra on the side, because this is X'd out automatically. What else can we learn? 4s must extend down. Similarly, these 1s are locked off. You can see that these ones are locked off as well, which lets us fill in the 1s. And then we can just mirror that below. Same pattern. What else can we fill in easily? With 5 overlaps here. And for this, 5 space 1 space, that leads to a full kit there, because that's already blocked off. And 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1 equals 9. So we can fill that in easy. 2 must extend up here. And the 2 must extend to the left and right on this side. Blocks that off easy. I believe that means 7 must extend both to the left and right, because there's only 5 filled in spaces, and there's only 2 spaces left on either side. Let's see. If we do overlapping again with this center 5, it must extend out to the other side, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 3 must always be filled. That means that this 2 will never extend upwards that far, neither will that one. Which locks off this one and this one to being in those 2 opposite spots. These 2 pixels must be 2s, because only 2s are left in this column. So they'll extend up and down, up and down. This one is completed. 5 fills in there. And I believe for this row, 1 and 1 on either side, and 3 pops in nicely in the center. Easy. You found hair dye. I don't remember this evidence. What is a hair dye? Hey, Detective Rank C. It is a small bottle, half full of a dark liquid. Oh, is this more of the coffee you told me about earlier? I don't think you want to drink that. It's hair dye. What was he doing in Blake's office? Perhaps he dyed his hair. It does appear to be similar tone to Blake's. Strange. I didn't think Mr. Patterson used anything like this. Then again, we all thought my Aunt Agnes regrew a full head of hair at 91, but it turns out she just gone senile and was wearing a carpet sample. Blake didn't dye his hair. Maybe someone else does. Your friend KC said he's an award-winning hair and makeup artist. Maybe he could tell us more. Good thinking. If anyone around here knows about hair dye, it's him. Yeah, let's just steal evidence from the crime scene. Now that Bill's gone, we finally got the crime scene to ourselves. We should scan the room and... Hi, Tully. What the fuck are you doing here? Oh, hi. Tully, what are you doing here? Me? I was just... It's kind of embarrassing. Oh, can we talk? Hey, Tully, what the fuck are you doing at the crime scene? Hey there, gorgeous. Got time to talk? This really isn't the time or place for a chat. We're standing in a crime scene. There's a corpse about 10 feet to your left. Fuck off, Tully. A crime scene, huh? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. And you don't want Detective Cross finding you in here. So what are you doing in here? Me? I was just, looking for my car keys. I get that. I lose things all the time. Want me to help you look? I can move this desk pretty easy if you want to check under. Wait a sec. How about we just leave the desk and the body where it is? God damn it, Tully. Don't touch the corpse. Right, yeah, whatever you say. You come here for a reason. It's the greatest reason of all, love. I just want to get you alone for a while. There's something between us, don't you feel it? Yeah, a body. A few feet of concrete wouldn't be a bad start. Makes you think there's something between us. Get away from me. Because I can't stop thinking about you. I was kind of hoping that maybe you feel the same. You got that detective to believe you're innocent. Maybe you can do the same for me, and then we can go and... Look, you're a good-looking guy, but this is not the time. One of my best friends is dead. He's literally right there. Right there. You're right. I'm sorry. Guess I just got carried away. Hey, is Becky single? Good. Fuck off, Tully. So what do you do around here? I don't think I've seen you on set. Oh, you know, whatever comes up. I keep my tools with me, and I go wherever they tell me to go. Didn't you say you were a carpenter earlier? This carpentry needs doing, sure. If something needs screwing, I'll do that too. And if something needs nailing down, just call me. Who's that rap guy? MC Ham something? Hamper? Point is, I'm whatever you need me to be. Except weekends, evenings, and every fourth Wednesday. That's when I go do bodybuilding. Mom taught me 3 things. Take care of your body. Don't cuss. Don't listen to Pa, because he's a goddamn drunk. Proud to say I've lived by those rules every day of my life, and when I have kids, I'm going to teach them the same. Well, maybe not the last one. Must be pretty strong. Getting many fights? Who, me? What's that got to do with anything? Based on visual assessment, you would be easily capable of killing someone if you wanted. Hey, what you trying to say? Think of John Redfern. Could he be the killer? Noodle arms back there? No way. Then again, when I was at school, a scrawny nerd knocked some other kid out with a chessboard. So yeah, John had a weapon or something. I guess it's possible. What do you think about Becky? She's pretty. Got one hell of a temper, though. You don't want to get on her bad side, trust me. Come from a long line of mouthy broads, I'm used to it. Think that kind of anger might have been enough for Becky to kill Blake? I doubt it. My mom was always yelling, but she never killed nobody. Although that would explain where Pa went. What do you make of Detective Cross? Ain't much like the detective on TV, is he? What you really need is someone like them on, what's that show again? Murder something something, Misty something? Mistletoe? Miss Terry. It's Murder Miss Terry. That's alright. I bet they sort this whole mess right out. Say, now that you mention it, you look kinda like one of the chicks on that show. Anybody ever tell you that? So this guy, he 100% doesn't work here. He's gotta be the murderer. Yeah. I get that a lot. Scout, you got some more investigating to do? Box. 10 goes there. And the 6 overlaps here. From this far left, 4 extends, 3 extends, 2 extends, and 1 locks in. 2, 3, oops. That's a 1, that's a 2, and that's a 3. Okay, let's see. 2, 2, 1. There's a 2, there's the 1, so this one must be a 2, and that can only extend downwards. That completes there. 1, 2, 1, 1. 1, this must be part of the 2. It can only extend to the right. So that finishes off there. Hop back up here. 1, 2, 2. This must be part of one of the 2s and can only extend down. So that goes there. And fill that out in the same way. And that just snakes down nice and easy. Let's see, if we overlap with this bit up here, 6 must be, we will always fill those 5 spaces. And what does it tell us? We can do the same thing with the 4. The 4 will always fill those 4 spaces. Or the 4 here will always fill those 2 spaces. Let's see. Okay, this is a bit of an interesting one. 1, 2, 2. So there's 2 2s with a space in between them. There can't be a filled-in pixel here, because if there is, that makes it a 3. So there must be a space separating these 2, which means the 2 2s must extend to the left and right, either side. And that fills in easy. Let's see. The topmost section of this column here is a 3. And we can't fit a 3 here. We can't fit a 3 in this section, so this must be part of the 3 and can extend upwards. Let's see. A bit of overlapping here. The 4 must be in these 2 sections, which joins up with this from the 3 and blocks off the far side on the left here. That pushes this little bit of pixels down 1, because now with overlapping, 4 can exist in here, or it can exist in here. Let's see. What else can we suss out? Overlapping at the very top, 2 must exist in that spot, no matter where it goes, to the left or right. Which puts the 6 starting at here and going down 6. And that completes there. Cool, cool, cool. This column to the left has to be a space in here to separate the 2s. Completes the top. There's a space here in between a 3 and a 2, so the 2 must extend there, and the 3 on that side. That completes at the 4. The 1, this column is only 1s, so we can't fit in another pixel on the top or bottom, so those must be blocked off. That leaves us with 3 individual 1s, each with a space in between them, so that's 5 spaces being filled, and 5 fits in here. 1, 2, and 3. Easy. Each of these 1s, oops, is isolated on the left, which means this has to be filled in. Lock, lock. Only space left in this row is here. That has to fill in there. That has to fill in here, which blocks that. Pushes the 3 to the right. Blocks that, and leaves 1 space for the 1 here. Excellent. You found a tape recorder. Magnetic storage? VHS? Betamax? No. Ah, this is an audio cassette recorder. Maybe Blake used it for dictating. Looks like there's a tape inside. It's got something written on the label. SM66 Tape 01. SM66 could be a code. Initializing brute force algorithm. Spicy MAC address. Stop. Never gonna figure out anything like that. Just play the tape and we'll go from there. Okay, initiated playback. Who are you? What do you want? Play dumb with me. You know what you really want me to... Or isn't there anything else I can do? Clock's ticking, Blake. Alright, just don't... Finishing up on set right now. I'll go... My apologies, Honor. The recording seems to be damaged. Some of the audio has been lost. Heard enough. Blake was being threatened. Wish I could tell who he was talking to. There may be more information. I'll continue playback. Okay, it's done. I told her she's off the show. Jesus, how am I explain this to the network? It's not my problem. We're done now, right? Just get the rest of the photos and get out. So fast. Hold on to these. Just in... It was never part of the deal. This is... Calm down, Blake. It's supposed to be over. What I should have done from the start. Away from that phone. I'm gonna warn you again. Get your hands off me. Ugh. He was killed because of me. Sounds like they were blackmailing him somehow. Someone wanted me off the show so badly, they... I'm sorry, Honor. I wish I could do more to identify the killer's voice. It's not your fault, Scout. Figured this out somehow. Finding out who this tape recorder belongs to is our next step. A couple more things to investigate. Let's poke at the body, sure. Overlapping here. Overlapping here. Overlapping here. 6 plus 2 plus 1 is 9, so that actually fills out here nicely. Let's see. 1 and 1 is 3, 8. That also fills out nicely too. The sum of that equals to 9. What else does that tell me? Let's see. Five can only go that far, which means the 2 extends here, which means these bits are all 5. Connects those together. These 3 will never be part of that 5, which means they can be blocked off safely. 2 won't fit in here, so this must be part of the 2. Extends to the left. That's solo 1. That doesn't tell me a whole lot, though. A 4 is not going to fit here, which pushes the 5 out 1. The 4 can extend 2 more with overlapping. And the 3 must exist in that spot there. So no matter what configuration of the 4 or the 3, those will always be filled by the 3, those will always be filled by the 4. This one must extend the 2 to the left and the 4 to the right. 4 pops up there, puts a block there, and there. 6 gives a block here, and the pixel, it's part of this only 5 in this column. So 5 must extend upwards there. The 2 existing in this space blocks off that. 5 can only fit across here. Pretty handy. Which completes this column. Locks in a 1 on this for that side. Forces a 1 to here. Lock. 4. 4. Lock. 2 must extend to the left here. Finishes that row. There. That's not going to... 7's not going to extend any further than these 2 squares. There's 2 1s that fits into here nicely. Finished, finished, finished. The 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's done. Which means the 1 must fit in here. Done. Click. There. There. Finished. You found a phone receiver. That's odd. Blake's phone was left off the hook. The positioning suggests he had only just lifted the receiver when he was struck. Maybe he was trying to make a call, but the killer got to him. There's one more thing that Scout can investigate here, it looks like. So I think he becomes grayed out when I can't... Yeah, they'll become grayed out when they have nothing more to say to them. 6, 10. 7 extends up. Completed. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay. Easy bits filled out. The 3s can extend up there. Completes the row. There's only 6 spaces left, so the 6 must be all of those spaces. Only 1s, blocks off top and bottom. Nothing there, so the 2s must fill in here, and there's only 4 spaces left, so that works out. Bit of overlapping here with the 3, and only 1s past this top 2, so that blocks there. That's finished. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1 can only fit there. Finishes off the left and right wings. Okay, so let's see. In this column, there exist 2 1s. 2 1s can't fit in here, so 1 1. One of the filled in pixels must exist in either of these spots, but the top one must exist here. Finishes off at 3, pushing it a bit to the left. Those can be completed, which completes the 2 at the bottom. And there we go. Easy. You found Blake's mail. Look at all these letters. Blake must have been going through fan mail. We get stacks of the stuff every month. What for? Nothing really. People just want to say they like the show. I guess it helps us feel closer to them. If they want to be closer, why don't they just visit the studio? I mean emotionally, Scout. Fans get to know us through the show, and they write to us. Well, they mostly want to write to Becky, but you get the idea. Here, I'll read you one. To whoever wrote episode 6. Hope you trip and fall on your pencil, bleed all over the floor, and die in agony. I would not advise allowing this person to get closer to you, emotionally or otherwise. Here's another one. Mr. Patterson, you've chewed up Murder Miss Terry and crapped out a sore excuse for a new season. Ah, hate mail. Love it. If I ever have the misfortune to meet you in the street, I'll open you up and make you eat your own guts. Then maybe you'll know how you made the fans feel. Good lord. This isn't fan mail, it's hate mail. There are 14 envelopes here with the same handwriting. I calculate a 98% probability that they're all from one person. They're all signed with the same thing, Showmaster66. Could it be the same, some kind of nickname? A tape recorder labeled SM66. It could be shortened, a version of the same name. Of course, whoever Showmaster66 is, they had access to the studio and a vendetta. It must be who killed Blake. But what's their real identity? I don't trust Tully as far as I can throw him, so let's go see CK. Break room. Or Casey. Casey. Present evidence. You know about hair products, yeah? Hair dye. Tell me anything about this bottle? Where'd you get this? This Cooler Brand hairstyle. Trust me, Honor, you don't want this stuff anywhere near your head. Bill found it in Blake's office. Not a product you'd recommend, I take it. You'd be better off by using spray paint. I threw all that trash out years ago, and I've been very strict with our suppliers. I spent a long time explaining all the painful ways it could be inserted into their sales guy if they try to flog me anymore. Someone must have brought it in. This could belong to the killer. If you ask me, you'd have to be psycho to use that stuff. Why would the murderer need hair dye? Quick disguise, maybe? Ah! Second murder! What the hell was that? I think it was Becky. It sounded like it came from the set. You think she found another body? You better go look. Me? What? I would love to be there to back you up. But I should probably stay here. In case the killer tries to hide in the, fridge. Thanks for having my back, Casey. To the set. How strange. This room doesn't seem to be finished. It's a TV set, Scout. This is where we film Murder Miss Terry. Becky? Are you here? Get away from me, you freak! I said, get away from me! What's going on? Ah! Don't sneak up on me like that, you idiot! You okay? Someone else... Oh crap, he's coming this way. I'm getting out of here. If ass, you didn't see me, got it? If who asked? Becky, please, I just want to read you something. Oh, hi, Honor. Say, did Becky come this way? She said to meet her in the restroom. She was just here. Yeah, she was just here. Didn't seem like she was in the mood to talk, though.
Really? Dang it. You know, I almost feel like she's trying to avoid me.
Fucking gee, I wonder why.
Can't believe it. I'm really here on set.
What are you doing in here? Why did Becky scream like that?
Oh, well, I guess I surprised her. I never realized TV studios were so dark.
So we were just standing around, in the dark, on an empty set.
Not just any empty set. This is the actual set where Murder Mystery is filmed.
Yeah, it was. So you're a pretty big fan of the show?
Absolutely. Miss Terry, Becky, she's pretty much my idol.
He's got a shirt on. That's actually a pretty cute shirt.
Don't get me wrong, I love your character too. Miss Terry and Detective Oates are the greatest TV detectives of all time.
Thanks, John. It's just a shame that it's all over.
Over? You don't think they'd cancel the show, do you?
How would we carry on without Blake? He was the one who brought us all together. It was his show as much as anyone's.
But you have to keep going. Think of it as a tribute to him, a memorial season. Wouldn't that be the best way to honor his work?
Dude's not even cold yet. Like, stop talking about memorial season. Even if we wanted to, there'd be no Detective Oates. One of the last things Blake did was cancel my contract for next season.
You're kidding! You can't have Terry without Oates, that's ridiculous.
You think that's ridiculous? Wait until you hear about the talking poodle.
As soon as I get home, I'm posting on Alt TV Mystery about this. There'll be angry letters, black faxes, riots.
You really want Becky to like you, huh?
She's so cool. I just wish she'd talk to me. No matter what I say, she looks like she looks at me like I'm something nasty she stepped in.
I don't understand. Becky has shown no signs of interest in you, but you keep trying.
Because she's Miss freaking Terry. If I might have no chance to talk. I might have no chance, but I've got to try. Even if she tells me to go to hell, at least she spoke to me.
I can't decide if that's sweet or just creepy. Yeah, kind of creepy.
You don't happen to know if she's into poetry, do you?
Don't think so. Why?
No reason.
What do you think about Tully?
He's such a jerk, all muscle and no brains. And the way he's always flirting with Becky, it makes me sick. If you're trying to find a murder around here, he's big enough to do it, and stupid enough to not hide it properly either. Why do women always go for meatheads like him when there are good guys like me that just waiting to be given a chance?
You fucked up, dude. Gee, I don't know. Maybe you respected them as people instead of acting like they owe you something. That'd be a good start.
Oh, sure. What would you know about it? Sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you. All this murder stuff has got me pretty tense.
It's fan mail. Any of these letters look familiar to you?
No, why would they?
Just a wild guess. Sent fan mail before, right? Bet you know our address by heart.
I've also memorized the studio phone and fax numbers. And my 10-digit membership code for Miss Terry's Junior Investigators Club. But I haven't sent any fan mail recently. And who signed these so-called letters anyways? You won't find my name at the bottom, that's for sure.
True. They're signed by Showmaster66.
That's a pretty cool handle, but I don't recognize it. Where'd you get that? I mean, I've seen that cassette recorder before. There's nothing special about that one.
Quite the opposite. The recording quality was so bad that most of the audio was unintelligible.
What? Oh man, I knew I shouldn't have,
Shouldn't have what?
Shouldn't have told you how much of a fan I am of your show.
Trying to sell me some...
You're trying to sell me some cheap tape recorder just because you played Detective Oates? I've never been so insulted in my life. Hang on, this guy owns every Miss Terry collectible. He'll probably buy any old crap.
I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want to know if you recognized it.
Oh, well, okay then. Never seen it before in my life.
So we found a stack of a stack of hate mail and an audio tape, both in the room where Blake was murdered. The analysis suggests that both of these belong to the same person, Showmaster 66. At the same time, the recording tells us that Blake was killed because someone wanted me fired from the show. There is a 70.4967% chance that the hate mail was sent by the same person who killed Blake. We're dealing with some kind of crazy fan, and you're big on the online forums. You must know something, John.
I don't know what to tell you. Please,
Don't worry. I think I already know who Showmaster 66 really is. Showmaster's probably John, isn't it? It's you, isn't it? You're Showmaster 66.
Alright, fine, you got me. It's mine. It's all mine. Tape recorder, the letters.
You killed Blake. What did he ever do to you?
No, I didn't kill anyone. You have to believe me.
Mizrahi. The hell do you think you're doing? Just in time, Detective. I've identified the murderer of Blake Patterson. You're just not going to quit, are you? You know what? Fine. It's about time you learn this isn't as easy as you think. Who's the killer, and what's your proof? This is it, the moment of truth. Stay calm and think it through. You got this. Hate mail and tape recorder prove it was Tully? Or prove it was John? Action figure hair dye proves it was Becky. The action figure is not relevant. I don't think so. Hate mail and tape recorder prove it was John. Not necessarily. It proves John's got it out against the showrunners. Previously, he definitely had like a vendetta against Blake. It's probably just like fan vitriol and him sneaking a recorder in to try and get something out of, I don't know, try and get something out of like some leak or something. The hair dye and the ID card proved it with Tully. Like, that's definitely the most suspicious, but they don't prove it was Tully. Like, the closest it is proves it was John. Hate mail was sent to Blake by someone calling themselves Showmaster66, a pseudonym of John Redfern.
That's not... Yes, I sent the letters, but only because they were ruining my show.
He also planted his tape recorder at the scene of the crime.
No, I mean, yes, I hid the tape recorder here, but I was only trying to hear about the next season of Murder Mystery. I only wanted to find out what was going on behind the scenes. That's the only reason I'm here today, I swear. You believe me, right? You don't seriously think I killed anyone, do you?
Death threats, trespassing, planting a surveillance device. You better come with me. I want to search that backpack you left in the break room.
You mean you're going along with all this? What about Tully? He could have killed Blake, or that security guy. I bet he's the murderer. Wait, let's not do anything crazy.
Move it, now. What about me? You've done enough. Just keep back and let me handle this.
Really, Detective, this isn't necessary. Will you just listen to me for a second? Don't I have rights?
What's all the noise? John was just about to open his backpack for me. What for? I guarantee all this nerd is carrying is a bunch of toys and bubblegum cards. Maybe. But there have been some serious accusations made. I need to see inside that bag.
But she'll see...
Who, Miss Call? What's she got to do with this? Don't look at me. I've got no idea what he's babbling about.
It's embarrassing. I'd really rather not.
Fine. I'll open it for you.
Wait, don't open that bag, Detective.
The hell do you want? Honor, come get this floating rust bucket out of here. It's obviously malfunctioning.
If this is the killer's bag, it may be dangerous. I do not advise opening it without the proper precautions.
Dangerous? Like what? A bomb?
There's no bomb inside my bag.
That's
That's exactly what a mad bomber would say. Don't you dare open that bag while I'm here. Not qualified to handle bombs, damn it. I'll have to call it in. Needing a bomb squad for a bag of toys. This is a new low. Maybe they're right. Maybe I am getting too old for this kind of work. I could do a subsurface scan of the bag without opening it. It's not 100% accurate, but it may help. You can do that, and it's safe. There's only a very small chance of accidental detonation. Statistically insignificant, really. This crazy tin can is gonna kill us all. Do the scan. Puzzle start. Oh, this is an odd-shaped one. Alright, so this is 10 by 15. Same kind of rules, but you just have more spaces to work with. This is 15, this is 15. This is 10. 4s extend that way, and 4s extend that way. 4, 5, 3, 3. 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Don't speed round. Four, 2, 4, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6. 1. Seven. Complete 2. Complete 2. Complete 1. Complete 2, 2, 2, 2. What is it? What is that? Award statue? Good news, Detective. There's no bomb inside the bag. Although I am detecting a large solid metal object. Let me have a look. It's buried under all these sheets of paper. Looks like some kind of poetry? There's no need to... This one's called The Eternal Mystery, an ode to Becky Call. What? Ew. We'll come back to that. Let me see what this metal thing is first. Looks like a trophy. What's it doing in here? Hey, that's not mine. Someone must have put it in there. I'm being framed. I recognize that. It's a Sunshine Award. Why is John carrying a TV award around in his backpack? Must have stolen it from Blake's office, no? Must have stolen it from Blake's office. And look, it's got blood on it. Well, well. No wonder you didn't want us to look inside your backpack. I don't know how that got in there, I swear. I just didn't want everyone to see my poetry. I don't know, it's not very good. It was supposed to be just for Becky. But now you all think I'm some kind of weird loser. And a murderer. Don't forget murderer. Why would I kill one of the people responsible for my favorite TV show? I might not have liked some of the new episodes, but you guys are my heroes. Save it for the interrogation room. You're gonna wish you'd spent your money on retaining a good lawyer instead of a bunch of collectibles. John Redfern, I'm arresting you for the murder of Blake Patterson. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you can and say will be used against you in a court of law. But I'm innocent. Don't listen to him. He's just desperate. You saw all the evidence. This case is open and shut. You need to go home and take it easy. Get your head straight. It's been a long day for all of us. What a day. Babe, I'm just glad it's over. I can hear a cold glass of Chardonnay calling. It's not over, is it? Not for me. What are you talking about? You caught the bad guy. Did you not notice Detective Cross frog marching him out of here? Yeah, but Blake's still gone. It was all because of me. Don't be daft, you didn't kill him. John would wanted Blake to fire me. Not Becky, not you, me. If I wasn't on the show, Blake might still be alive. Forget the glass, I'm sensing more of a bottle of Chardonnay situation.
Maybe 2. You're right. You probably just need some time to relax and process everything. Absolutely. You need some downtime, babe. How about we hit the town? My treat. I know there's a great drag place around the corner. Let me just hang at my place instead. I don't know if I want to deal with other people right now. No problem. I've still got some stuff to pack up, so I'll meet you out in the parking lot in 10. Reminder, we still haven't found your car keys, Honor. Damn, I forgot about that. Casey, can we make it 20? Sure, I've been stuck in here for hours already. What's another 20 minutes? Location unlocked, parking lot. Parking lot. Huh. Guess KC must be still packing up. We can't leave until we find your car keys. Well, I'm pretty sure I didn't drop them out here. Must have been inside somewhere. All set? Maybe you dropped your keys in here. Shall I scan the room for them? It's worth a try. You do know what car keys look like now, right? Only one way to find out. Oh, hey, Becky. You're still here. There we go. Motive doesn't quite line up. Yeah. It doesn't quite line up, does it? 5, 1, 2. 4, 3, 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Moving on. 3, 1. 2, 2. 3. That's 1. 1 there. Where else? 2, 2, 4. Okay, that all evens out. 3. That's a 2. 2 stuck up there. 3. That's done. That's there. 5, 3, 2. 2, 2. 3, 2, 1. Speed. Car keys. Hey, you actually found them. I did? I did! As Boogie once said, I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Boogie? Yeah. Humphrey Bogart? Don't tell me you don't know Casablanca. Casablanca, the largest city in Morocco. Not the place, the movie. It's a classic. I don't think I've ever watched a movie before. You'll love it. As soon as we get out of here, we're watching it together. Guess let's talk to Becky. Oh, hey, Honor. John will be down at the station with Detective Cross by now. Wonder how the interrogation's going. I was onto him from the start. As soon as he came into the break room, I was like, he's the murderer. But no one wanted to listen to me. Seriously, Honor, sometimes it's exhausting being right all the time. Yeah, it must be awful. It's so unfair. Everyone knows the story. The show is ruined now that Blake's gone, so I'll probably never get my Starshine Award. And I missed the party. This day has been a total disaster. I just want it to be over. You know we're free to leave, right? I bet you could still make that party. I could, but I've already missed the paparazzi opening window. It'd just be a waste of time. I thought you went to these parties to meet people, not just to get photographed. You think getting anywhere in Hollywood is about networking? It's all about the column inches, Honor. You go to a party, get snapped looking glam on the way in, then get snapped again on the way out. You make sure to look making sure not to look too sloppy, of course. Get a snap the next day with a giant coffee and a huge sunglasses, and you've got a double-page spread in celeb life. Or you could just marry some rich guy and step over all the people who spent years working towards their dreams. You know more about that than me. Why are you so obsessed with getting a Starshine Award? You know you're a good actress. You don't need an award to prove it. This award is my dream. I've wanted to win Best Actress since I was a little girl, and I'm not going to give it up now. Don't you think it's a little unhealthy to focus on it like you do? It's healthy to have goals, Honor. I know I'm a good actress, but I want everyone else to know. I want to be able to shove that award in their faces and say, see, I made it. Yep, sounds totally healthy to me. Evidence? Hey, is that a Starshine Award? Let me see that. Oh, just for best show. Forget it. I don't think we can show her anything. See you later, Becky. Parking lot. Wow, Casey's taking his time. Guess he should take one last look around the studio. Who knows when I'll get to come back. I don't know. Set. Office. Worked together to get a lot of great episodes in here. Blake was always ready to talk if I needed something. But now, I know it's the same room, but it feels so different. Understandable. Many things have been moved. I detect 4,913 differences in object position and orientation since my last scan. Cross must have had a team here to collect any last pieces of evidence. At least they've finally taken Blake away. He deserves some peace. Sure, let's go poking around just in case. There we go. Let's tamper with the crime scene some more. Why don't we? Overlap here and here. That's a 3. 2 can't fit here, so this must be the 2. Which means 3 and 1 can only fit there. Oops, 5. 3 fits there and blocks off that. Let's see. What else can we do? This is blocked off now, so the 6 extends that way. Plus me drop the 4s down there partially. Completes the 8 and the 7. This must be a 1. 2, 2. We can only fit 2s in this here. We can't fit an extra single 1. So the top one can only be there. This can't be the top one. That means 3 blocks out there, and 4 extends across there. Completes 4 and 2 5s. 3 and a 2. We can extend that. The 3 has to fill that spot, which makes this the 3. 2, 1, 4. 4s extend there. And this is all blocked off because this completes the 4. 2, that can't be a 2, and that's column is done anyways. This row is done, so this 2 must go extend downwards. Completes there. 2, 3. 2 can only fit there. Completes that. Forces the 3 to the right. 1 there. 4 there. What's this? You found photographs. Hey, detective rank A. It's Polaroid. Cross must have missed it when he took the rest of the evidence. Wait a second. Blake didn't mention photographs on the audio tape. Didn't Blake mention photographs on the audio tape? They were using them to blackmail him. The photograph seems to show two people engaging in some form of wrestling? Oh god, they're not wrestling, they're... I'll explain it later. So who are the two people in the picture? Obviously that's Blake, so I guess that's his... Wait a second, that's not his wife? No wonder he didn't want these pictures to get out. A scandal like this could have ruined him. There's something written on the other side. Get rid of Honor Mizrahi, or this goes public. It confirms it. Blake was blackmailed into firing me. Detective Cross can add this to the list of charges against John. I just don't get why he hated me so badly. According to his letters, he was upset about recent episodes of the show. True, but he was so excited to meet me and Becky. He didn't seem to hate me at all. It just doesn't make sense. Honor, wait! I just ran a comparison on the rating of the back of that photograph. It doesn't match the handwriting on John's letters. You're saying he could be innocent? I don't think I'm qualified to make that judgment, but I don't believe he took this photograph. And if he wasn't the one blackmailing Blake, he may not be the killer after all. We have to take this to Detective Cross. Blake's murderer is still out there. City map. Nope, not city map. Parking lot? To the car! There you are. Can't wait to pour the drinks, put on some music and relax. Maybe we can still salvage what's been, let's face it, a bloody awful day. About that can't wait. You're flaking on me? Sorry, I need to talk to Detective Cross. I found something and I think John is innocent after all. Don't worry about him. He'll be fine in a jail cell for one night. It'll just remind him of his basement. I'm being serious, Casey. I feel terrible. I convinced Cross to arrest him, and now he's out there on his own, probably handcuffed to a table. How would you like it? Not exactly my scene, but someone says I should be less picky. Sorry, I didn't mean to be such an arse. It's just I've barely seen you outside of work lately. I miss our catch-ups. I know. Divorce isn't as simple as make it seems on TV. There's always something to sign or some lawyer to talk to. How about tomorrow? We do the whole drinks and music thing, maybe watch a movie. Would you believe Scout's never seen Casablanca? Play it again, Scout. I'm sorry, Casey. I lack the equipment to display... Oh no, I didn't mean... You know what? Don't worry about it. You two had better go free your little lost boy. If he is innocent, he needs someone like you on his side to show him the way back to Neverland. Location, LAPD, Precinct 13. Thought you were running off to save John. Sure you don't mind canceling tonight? It's fine. This is just the downside of being friends with someone who's nice, I suppose. Hey, I balance you out. I'm the yin to your yang, the sunny to your Cher. Are you trying to imply that Cher isn't the nice one? Careful, or there might be another murder on the cards today. What about you? What are you gonna do now? I'm booked to work a photo shoot tomorrow afternoon. Murder Miss Terry might be on summer break, but this guy here sure as hell isn't. You're in demand. My acting coach always used to say to book all the jobs you can, because one day there won't be any. Oh, sorry babe, I didn't mean to... Don't sweat it, I'm happy for you, really. At least things are going well for one of us, right? Wonder if they'll cancel the show now that Blake's gone. I'm not sure, he was the creator. I can't imagine Murder Miss Terry without him. But it was doing well in the ratings. It makes a lot of money for the studio. I wouldn't be surprised if they find a way to keep it going. I just don't know if I could handle another year of Becky without you around. You know, you could probably get your job back. Blake only fired you because he was being blackmailed. Maybe. Doesn't feel like now's the time to ask. Oh, sorry, I know Blake's not even in the ground yet, but could you possibly reverse the last decision you made? Thanks. Yeah, that'd be cold, even for you. Hey, I'm not cold. I just take a while to warm up. But I'm room temperature at least. Alright, see you later, Casey. City map. Cross, I fucked up! It's been years since I was in here. See the gum on the wall behind the desk? I stuck that there 15 years ago.
You spent time in a police station?
Not in the way you're thinking. My dad used to work here.
Oh, that could be to our advantage. Having an ally of the police could.
Dad passed away, Scout, a long time ago. We're on our own here. Speaking of which, John's probably alone in the interview room with Cross right now. Keep quiet. You might be able to hear what's going on.
I'm telling you, I wasn't there.
You think you're tough, Redfern, but I'm gonna get you to crack, even if it takes all night.
Hunter, Detective Cross is going to crack John. We have to stop him.
Shh, he'll hear us. Hi, Detective. You, what are you doing here? I found new evidence. It's handed in at the front desk, okay? I'll get to it in the morning. But maybe you haven't noticed, but I'm busy right now. If you want to talk, come back tomorrow. Now, if you'll excuse me. Damn it, he's locked the door. Hey, open up. You got the wrong guy in there. If Cross went to his job, we'll just have to do it for him.
What are you suggesting?
All the case evidence is behind the front desk, right? Let's take another look. We must have missed something.
Behind the desk? What if someone sees us?
Let me worry about that. Can you try scanning the murder weapon again?
I can conduct a micro-level scan, but it will take some time.
Sure, let's just fuck around with some more evidence. Where is... boxes? There it is. This is a tiny precinct. Oh, okay, 15 by 15. Let's start with easy ones. 15 there and a 15 there. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6. Here, 2, 2, 2. This is a 4. This is a 4. That's a 3. That's a 6. Or at least a partial 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's a 5 overlap. 11 overlap here. This gets pushed down 2. This, oops, that's a 6. That's 5. 7, 5, 4. There can only be 2s here. So those 2 are 2s. That locks 5. Those lock 2. This is locked 4. 6. All of these are 1s, except for this one. This could extend up or down. This is a 2 and a 4, so this one must extend downwards. And that must go up, and that must be 2. That fills in nicely. This would be the center one, and so the 6s fill in neatly. Means I can block those ones off. Overlap there. 2s on the left. 1, 1, 1. Gotta be 2 there. 4, that's a 2, that's a 1. So 2 must be there. That's a 3, 2. Let's see. This must be 2 and 1. That's a single, that's a single. That's a single. 6 must extend upwards. There's a 1 there. 1, 1, 11. 2. Block. 2. 2, 1. Block. 2. So this must be the overlap here for the 4. And the 1 in the center. Let's see. This is complete. There's a 4 center here, so that fills that nicely. This is a 2. So this is a 3. 1 centered here. Completes there. 2 in the left, 1 in the middle. Complete there. Complete there. This column is complete, so we can put an X there. And the 6 is forced to extend out to the right. Ta-da! You found fingerprint. Detective rank S! Fuck yeah. What did you find? There are faint marks on the award statue. They're oval-shaped with quite intricate patterns. You mean fingerprints? Oh, of course. I'll update my imaging database. If we find a match for those prints, we'll know who held the murder weapon. But how do we find a match? We don't have any fingerprint records to compare against. Police have a database. It would only have prints of people who they've arrested before, but it might be worth a try. Good idea. Do you have access to this database? I don't have the password, if that's what you mean. Can't you network with it or something? That's not how networking works, Honor. Besides, I don't have any communications hardware, so I... That's odd. It seems I do have communications ports, but the relevant subroutines are damaged. Can you fix them? I can try. Attempting data recovery. Wait, Scout, what's happening? Oh, no. Oops. Initiating boot procedure. Oops, I crashed Scout. My bad. Hey, test survey success. Oh, hello. Boot sequence looks good. How's your memory clock? You look cool. Stable at 150 megahertz. I'm reading an average efficiency increase of 1.6% since yesterday. Damn it. Did I do something wrong? No, but I bet Tom that overclock wouldn't be stable. Guess I'm buying lunch today. We've got to get ready for another test. They're going to be here in 10 minutes. 10 minutes? I only just started basic diagnostics. Nothing we can do. If the administrators want to refocus R&D, then... Screw the administrators. They can't just change the parameters like this. Sorry, Scout. Looks like you're in for a long day. Backstory. You're back. Thank God. I thought I lost you. What happened? There was an unexpected payload inside the damaged communication in English. I remembered something. There was a bright room. People were arguing. Maybe you died and went to electronic heaven. Yeah, what were they arguing about? Something about a test. She was angry. Who was angry? I don't know. I wish I could remember more. Think there might have been other memories that you haven't found yet? It's possible, but I have no way of knowing where they are or what might trigger them. There's more to uncover. We'll find it together. I promised I'd help you, and I meant it.
Thank you, Honor. I'm so glad I found you.
In the meantime, how about that communications code? Can you access the police computer?
Yes, I think I have restored that functionality. Give me a moment to make a connection.
Oh, puzzle start. Oh, solve these puzzles without using X or hints. Look out for lines that only have one solution. Any errors will incur a time penalty. Oh, okay. 5, 3, 1, 2, 1, 5, 2, 2. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4. 5, 4, 4, 5. Double twos, 3. Crap. That's a 3, that's a 4. Hacking complete.
I found a match for the fingerprints.
Well, don't keep me waiting, Scout. Who is it?
A man called Frederick Pritchell. Pritchell.
Who?
34 years old, prior to arrest for assault and extortion, although all charges were dropped. There is a photograph attached to the file. You may want to see this.
He looks familiar. Something's not quite... Oh my god, it's Tully! I almost didn't recognize him with red hair.
That explains the bottle of hair dye.
Must have had it in his case when he needed a quick disguise. He threw on a pair of overalls and made up a story about working on the set. Even the whole stupid thing was just an act. He was there to blackmail Blake.
Which did not go according to plan. As we heard on tape, Blake threatened to call the police.
Oh, right. Oops. I forgot that I played the chapter. I was supposed to show the hair dye to just show the hair dye around, but I only showed it to Casey. If I showed it to Tully, I think he freaks out about it. Oops. I probably won't make a mistake like that again, because I don't know what's going on past this chapter. My bad. So Frank grabbed the closest thing on hand, one of the awards from behind Blake's desk. But now we know who you are, Frank, and we're coming for you. Man, do I need a coffee. You're still here? Don't you have someplace else to be? Cross, I fucked up. I fucked up, Cross. You just aren't going to leave me alone, are you? We found new evidence that I told you. Put it on the front desk. I'll get to it tomorrow. You need to see this now. What could possibly be that important? Evidence. Fingerprints. Didn't want to believe it either, but I was wrong. We found fingerprints on the murder weapon. Fingerprints?
They match a police file on a man named Frank Pritchell.
No, this happened last time I played, but if you're just clicking around like an adventure game, you kind of want to show everything to everyone. And what I didn't do this time was show the hair dye to Tully. Because if you show the hair dye to Tully, he freaks out about it and says that's his hair dye. But because in this playthrough I didn't do that, and I just skipped past Tully because I knew he didn't give me anything, he just, we missed that bit of context for him that kind of points to him and the hair dye. Better known as Tully. He was in disguise, but it's him. How did you lift the prints? Lab told me they don't have a slot for hours. Scout did a micro level scan of the award. Once I had an image of the prints, you hacked into police computer. I should have you both arrested. For solving your case, get your priority straight, detective. Frank Pritchell killed Blake, and he's out there somewhere. Wait a second, where are you going? We've got Pritchell's address on fire. Gotta call the guy before he leaves town. If he gets away now, the chief's gonna bust me down to traffic. What about us? We found evidence yet? Absolutely not. You stay here. And I mean it this time. Don't move until I get back. I assume we'll be ignoring his instructions as usual. Catch on pretty quick, Scout. Onward. Catch a murderer. Detective left the station in a hurry. Flashing lights and screaming sirens aren't hard to follow. As I drove, my mind turned over the day's events. Blake's death, Scout's appearance, John's arrest, Frank's guilt. It seemed like the whole world was turning inside out. A dizzying whirlwind with me at the center. Up ahead, I saw Cross pull up to the curb outside an apartment block. Frank's place. There was a crowd of people gathered outside. A yellow cordon fluttered in the breeze. Something wasn't right. Frank Pratchell was dead. It said it was suicide. A note in his apartment said he hadn't meant to kill Blake. Things got out of hand. He couldn't live with himself. Usual stuff. Tied everything up neatly enough for the police. Case closed. But it wasn't enough. Not for me. I wanted answers. I wanted to know why I was involved. And then? Then I wanted out. To run away, regroup, and salvage whatever was left of my life. Little did I know, the universe had a different plan for me. Case closed. Case closed? So that's the start of Murder by Numbers. It's a very fun murder game. Not a whole lot of chapters by the look of it, but that was the start of it. It was a very good intro detective little thing. It doesn't give you a very, you know, solid aha moment for hitting the first murderer, but you know, it does hook you pretty good. If you're not terribly into Picross, I imagine the actual puzzle segments are going to stumble you through it. And it doesn't quite have the logic and contradiction, not, at least as far as I've seen, it doesn't have quite the logic and contradictions that Phoenix Wright or Danganronpa have. But it's still a fun little investigative thing, and it has Picross, which I adore. So, I think I'm going to be playing more of it. Gonna be playing this as well as watching Danganronpa on the side. I don't know how long each of these chapters are. This one ran on for about 3 hours, and that was with me kind of knowing what to do. But it was a lot of intro and setup. So we might be able to get through Murder by Numbers if we pace it about the same for Danganronpa. We'll say, what, 20-minute episodes? I got 3 hours, so I enjoyed it. Murder by Numbers, it's a fun game. I like Picross. And I've gotten the taste for detective mysteries, so we'll be playing more of it. Tomorrow something came up, so I'm not going to be watching Danganronpa tomorrow. Got last minute plans for D&D, so that's going to be fun. Wednesday I'll be back on for Murder by Numbers. We'll get to start on case number 2, which I haven't actually seen yet, so that's going to be fun. New stuff, new Picross puzzles. Hopefully I don't stumble over them too badly. Thursday, I think I'm either going to do watch party for Godzilla King of the Monsters, or I might start Danganronpa and play an action game on Friday. It's a little bit fuzzy on what I'm going to do, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see if people are around to watch King of the Monsters, because I've heard some wacky things about it. Apparently they nuke Atlantis? I have no context for this, but I know King Ghidorah's in it. And I like King Ghidorah. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. I will see you guys later.